the fading mists of prehistory, the early humans emerged, shadows against the sprawling landscapes, their existence a delicate thread tethered to survival. Each step they took whispered of a relentless hunt for sustenance, their lives etched into the earth through fire-blackened bones and jagged stone tools, relics of a past forged in struggle. Their beginning was humble, gatherers combing the dense undergrowth, eyes sharp for the glint of berries, ears pricked for the faint rustle of prey. These were the children of Earth, molded by its rhythms, consuming its gifts and heeding its unyielding seasons. Their diet was shaped not by choice but by necessity, an intricate dance with their surroundings. In lush jungles the bounty was rich, fruits ripe and heavy, tubers buried deep within the soil. But in the arid reaches, scarcity bred ingenuity. Observing animals cracking nuts with stones, they mimicked the movements, crude tools in hand, a faint echo of the mastery to come. Every morsel they claimed was a testament to their resilience, their growing understanding of the world that both nurtured and challenged them. And then, a transformation, a spark that would redefine them. Nearly 2 million years ago, the first whispers of a revolution emerged. Early humans began to incorporate meat into their diets. It was no simple addition, it was a revelation. The dense energy of flesh fueled their bodies, and the pursuit of meat spurred innovation. Scavengers became hunters, their tools sharpened, their methods daring. Picture it. The thrill of the hunt, the triumphant cries as prey fell, the communal labor of tearing flesh from bone, and the smoky warmth of fire-cooked feasts shared beneath starlit skies. Fire, wild, untamed, and powerful, was harnessed, and with it came transformation. Raw meat became tender sustenance, its fibers softened by flame, its nutrients unlocked. Over generations, this change was written into the human form. Jaws grew smaller, teeth less pronounced, while minds leaped forward, crafting tools with precision and strategies with cunning. Fire's light extended the day, inviting gatherings around the flames where stories were shared, bonds deepened, and the seeds of society were sown. Yet, despite their mastery, early humans remained at the mercy of nature's capricious hand. Seasons dictated the feast or famine, and migration followed the Earth's pulse. Across vast terrains, from Africa's fertile plains to Europe's icy reaches, they adapted. In tundras, they hunted reindeer. Along coasts, they cast lines into the sea. Each environment left its mark on their diet, their resourcefulness a tribute to the tenacity that defined their survival. Then a turning point 12,000 years ago, the world changed, not in a roar but in a whisper. The seeds of revolution were literal. Humans began to tame plants, transforming wild grains into cultivated crops. It was not an overnight shift, but a slow, steady evolution born of need and insight. Wheat and barley were the first to yield, their dependable harvests offering something rare: stability. In the Fertile Crescent, fertile lands met fertile minds. And here, humanity sowed not just crops, but the first foundations of civilization itself. Agriculture heralded a new era of abundance, yet it brought with it a shadow of uncertainty. Fields of golden grain could feed multitudes, but they also tethered communities to the fickle mercy of weather and disease. Crops failed, and with them came famine. Diets narrowed, stripping away the rich variety once offered by the wild. Archaeological evidence paints a somber picture: skeletons showing signs of malnutrition, teeth riddled with decay. Early agricultural societies bore the weight of progress in their bodies, a trade-off between health and the promise of stability. But this gamble had its rewards. Fields fed larger populations, and permanence gave rise to the first settlements. From clusters of thatched huts to sprawling stone cities, human life was transformed. Villages thrived, towns swelled, and civilization began to etch its mark across the earth. The domestication of plants was only half the story. Animals too became entwined in this grand experiment. Dogs were the earliest allies, their keen noses and fierce loyalty invaluable in both the hunt and the defense of the home. Sheep, goats, and cattle followed, offering not just meat and milk, but labor to till the soil. Together, humans and animals reshaped the landscape, forests yielding to fields, wild ecosystems replaced by a patchwork of farms. As agriculture spread, so too did the exchange of ideas and resources. Trade routes crisscrossed continents, carrying not just goods, but knowledge. Rice journeyed from Asia to Africa. Maize leapt oceans from the Americas to Europe. The Columbian Exchange ignited a culinary revolution, introducing the world to tomatoes, potatoes, and cacao, foods that would redefine cultures and cuisines. Each exchange marked humanity's unyielding pursuit of progress, an endless cycle of adaptation and innovation. Even today, we taste echoes of this journey. The foraged berries in our breakfasts, the bread baked from cultivated wheat, they are more than sustenance. They are a legacy, a story of evolution and resilience. The shift from hunter-gatherers to farmers is a testament not just to survival, but to the ingenuity and determination that define our species. And now, as modern agriculture faces challenges of sustainability, the story comes full circle, reminding us that we too are stewards of the earth, shaping its future as our ancestors once did. Yet, amid this human transformation, an ancient drama continued to play out. The timeless dance of predator and prey. This delicate, brutal interplay has shaped life since its very inception, driving an endless spiral of adaptations. Each side evolves to outwit the other, a relentless arms race where survival is the only prize. Long before fields were sown or animals tamed, early humans walked this razor's edge. Armed with sharpened sticks and primitive tools, they hunted and were hunted in equal measure. The predator-prey relationship was more than survival. It was evolution incarnate, pushing species to their limits and beyond. Predators honed their craft, perfecting the art of the hunt. Prey countered, sharpening their senses, quickening their reflexes. Every move on one side demanded an answer from the other. Consider the saber-toothed cats, rulers of their time. With elongated fangs designed to puncture and tear, they were specialists, bringing down mammoths and even unwary early humans. But their dominance was met with resistance. Prey evolved thicker hides, faster legs, and strategies like group living, finding safety in numbers. This evolutionary arms race ensured that neither hunter nor hunted could afford complacency. For every advantage gained, a countermeasure arose, each species bound to the other in an unending cycle of survival. The battle for survival extends beyond tooth and claw. Behavioral strategies are just as vital, forging an invisible web of tactics and counter-tactics that define predator and prey alike. Wolves, lions, and eventually humans uncovered a profound secret: the strength of cooperation. Packs hunted with precision, their shared efforts transforming what would be an impossible feat for one into a collective triumph. Larger, fiercer prey fell before their unity, but prey species were not passive participants in this deadly dance. They developed their own arsenal of strategies, rich in complexity. Take the antelope, leaping high into the air in a behavior called stotting. To the predator, it's a bold announcement: I see you, and I am ready. To the herd, it's a signal of danger, rippling through the group like a wave of silent alarm. This intricate choreography of communication showcases the deep intelligence born from eons of conflict, a game of wits as much as of strength. For early humans, this dynamic became something far greater. They were not content to remain part of the food chain. They sought to rewrite it. The creation of tools marked a seismic shift. From scavengers picking at the scraps left by lions and hyenas, humans evolved into hunters with deadly precision. Spears, bows, and traps allowed them to strike from a distance, mitigating risk while maximizing success. But the savannas of prehistoric Africa were far from safe. Packs of hyenas prowled, and leopards lurked in the shadows, waiting for the unwary. Every hunt was a gamble, a balance of risk and reward, where a single misstep could mean death. Predators have always shaped their prey, but their influence extends far beyond individual survival. They sculpt entire ecosystems. Remove an apex predator, and the delicate equilibrium unravels. Prey populations surge unchecked, wreaking havoc on the landscape. This phenomenon, known as a trophic cascade, plays out dramatically even in modern times. In Yellowstone National Park, the reintroduction of wolves in the 1990s offered a powerful lesson. By culling deer populations, the wolves allowed vegetation to recover, stabilizing riverbanks and fostering habitats for countless species. It was a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all life and the pivotal role of predators in maintaining balance. Human ingenuity eventually propelled us to the top of the food chain, but even with agriculture and growing settlements, the dangers of predation lingered. Wild predators viewed the livestock of early agricultural societies as easy prey. Wolves and big cats prowled the outskirts of villages, their eyes gleaming in the firelight. Humans countered with fortified enclosures, vigilant watches, and loyal dogs bred to guard their flocks. These strategies mirrored the survival tactics of prey species, forging a deeper bond between humans and the natural world. As humanity's dominance grew, so too did its influence over the predator-prey dynamic. Livestock were selectively bred for docility. Their ability to evade predators bred out in favor of traits that made them easier to manage. At the same time, apex predators were hunted to near extinction, shifting the balance of ecosystems in unforeseen ways. This newfound power placed humanity in a paradoxical position, free from the dangers of predation, yet burdened with the responsibility of managing the balance they had irrevocably altered. Today, the predator-prey relationship transcends its original purpose. It has become a symbol, a reminder of our origins and the profound impact we wield over the natural world. Conservation efforts aim to restore these ancient dynamics, acknowledging that the health of ecosystems depends on their interconnectedness. From rewilding wolves to protecting migratory prey, these initiatives honor the lessons of evolution. They stand as a testament to humanity's role, not as conquerors of nature, but as stewards of its delicate, intricate web. The story of predator and prey is not merely one of survival. It is a testament to the delicate, interwoven fabric of life itself. For every predator's calculated strike, there is a prey's frantic escape. For every innovation in attack, a countermeasure in defense. It is a dance as ancient as time, shaping the natural world in ways both profound and unseen. Even as humans have ascended to the apex of the food chain, we remain inextricably linked to these primal forces, echoes of our evolutionary past reverberating in the present. This eternal push and pull is more than a game of survival. It is the driving force behind co-evolution, nature's most dynamic and creative engine. In predator-prey relationships, the adaptations of one species ripple through time, shaping the evolution of another. This constant feedback loop has sculpted the natural world, creating a cycle of perpetual refinement where survival demands ingenuity. Consider the cheetah and the gazelle, an iconic example of this evolutionary arms race. Over countless generations, the cheetah has become the embodiment of speed, capable of reaching bursts of up to 70 miles per hour. But the gazelle has not remained static. In response, it has honed its own defenses, lightning-fast reflexes, evasive zigzagging patterns, and an ever-alert vigilance to the predator's approach. Each adaptation in the cheetah spurred a counter-adaptation in the gazelle, locking the two species in a relentless spiral of co-evolution. But speed is only one battlefield. Predators have evolved an arsenal of tools to overcome their prey. Razor-sharp claws, venom potent enough to paralyze, and camouflage so seamless it renders them invisible. In turn, prey species have devised their own defenses. Porcupines bristle with quills, ready to repel an unwelcome attacker. Monarch butterflies have developed a chemical toxicity that renders them lethal to predators foolish enough to try. These evolutionary exchanges are not random. They are direct responses, each species a mirror reflecting the challenges posed by the other. Plants and herbivores, too, are locked in this evolutionary struggle. As herbivores adapted to consume leaves, fruits, and stems, plants fought back with thorny armor, toughened foliage, and bitter toxins. Yet herbivores met these defenses with their own ingenuity. Giraffes, for instance, evolved towering necks to graze beyond the reach of rivals, while others developed resistance to the plant's chemical arsenals. The result? Ecosystems bursting with diversity, each species uniquely suited to its ecological role. One of nature's most captivating evolutionary strategies is mimicry, a masterstroke of deception. Prey species, desperate to survive, often mimic their more dangerous counterparts. The harmless king snake, for example, has evolved the vivid red, black, and yellow banding of the venomous coral snake, a pattern that predators instinctively avoid. Predators, too, have embraced mimicry. The orchid mantis, with its delicate, petal-like body, lures unsuspecting prey into striking range, turning beauty into a deadly trap. These astonishing adaptations reveal the depth of nature's ingenuity, the product of millions of years of relentless evolutionary interplay. This intricate dance of predator and prey is not just a story of survival, but a living testament to the power of co-evolution. It reminds us of the profound interdependence of life, a delicate balance that has shaped the world we inhabit today. Humans, too, are products of co-evolution, shaped as much by our interactions with the natural world as by our ingenuity. Our relationships with other species have left indelible marks on both sides of the equation. Take the domestication of dogs, a story written over tens of thousands of years. Wolves, once fierce predators, found their place alongside humans. The less aggressive, more social individuals were drawn closer, adapting to human behavior in exchange for food and protection. In turn, humans evolved to live with these newfound companions, relying on their sharp senses and loyalty to hunt, defend, and survive. Together, humans and dogs reshaped each other, creating a bond unparalleled in nature. The crops we cultivate tell a similar tale of transformation. Corn, wheat, and rice, staples of our diets, bear little resemblance to their wild ancestors. Through centuries of selective breeding, humans molded these plants to suit their needs, while the plants, in turn, spread across the globe, thriving under human care. Each kernel of grain and ripened fruit is a testament to this mutual evolution, a dance of survival and adaptation spanning millennia. But co-evolution isn't limited to direct relationships. Entire ecosystems ripple with the effects of evolutionary changes. When a predator vanishes, prey populations explode, altering plant life and reshaping landscapes. These cascades reveal the profound interconnectedness of life, where the fate of one species reverberates through many others. Nature's balance, so delicately poised, is both resilient and fragile. Co-evolution is more than an evolutionary process. It is a testament to life's resilience and creativity. It reminds us that no species exists in isolation. Every creature is part of a vast, intricate web, each thread influencing and being influenced by another. As humans continue to leave their mark on the natural world, we shape the evolution of the species around us, and in turn, are shaped by them. This ceaseless interplay is the essence of life itself, a dialogue between survival and innovation, evolution and adaptation. But as co-evolution wove the complex tapestry of relationships between species, another force was at work: the environment. Silent and omnipresent, climate and geography sculpted human survival, dictating what could be hunted, foraged, or cultivated. These forces were the architects of early human diets and strategies, shaping humanity's journey across the globe. In the dense tropical rainforests of Africa, humanity's cradle, food was abundant but elusive. Fruits, nuts, and tubers lay scattered in the shadows, demanding agility and intelligence to find. Small game and insects supplemented these early diets, providing essential protein. Water was plentiful, but its seasonal ebb and flow dictated movement. Early human bands followed these rhythms, migrating with the rains, their lives entwined with the cycles of the land. As humans ventured out of the tropics, the savannas presented new challenges. These sprawling grasslands offered large game, antelope, wildebeest, and eventually mammoths, but they also brought scarcity. Dry seasons turned lush plains into barren deserts, forcing humans to adapt. They learned to store water, track migratory herds, and refine their hunting techniques. This transition from scavenger to hunter marked a pivotal moment, as humans began to actively shape their environment rather than merely respond to it. Then came the Ice Ages, a time of relentless cold and scarcity. In these glacial landscapes, plants were few, and meat became the lifeblood of survival. Humans developed ingenious solutions: warm clothing crafted from animal hides, sturdy shelters to defy the cold, and tools designed for precision hunting. Spear points and atlatls extended their reach, allowing them to target prey like reindeer and bison. Each innovation reflected the unyielding interplay between environment and human creativity, as survival demanded increasingly sophisticated solutions. Geography shaped not only the landscapes of our ancestors, but the very essence of their survival. Coastal regions teeming with life offered a banquet from the sea. Shellfish, fish, and seaweed became staples for those living near the ocean's edge. The rhythmic crash of waves provided a consistent food source, even when the land failed to yield its bounty. Early humans, ever resourceful, crafted fishing nets and hooks, tools that transformed their relationship with the sea. Archaeological evidence reveals these coastal dwellers enjoyed stability in their diets, their survival anchored by the ocean's unyielding generosity. In contrast, the towering peaks of mountainous regions demanded ingenuity of a different kind. These high-altitude environments, where agriculture was sparse and game elusive, pushed humans to their limits. Preservation became a lifeline: meat cured for the long winter, grains stored against the season's wrath. Trade routes snaked through perilous passes, bringing life-sustaining resources from distant valleys. The Andean civilizations turned the harsh terrain to their advantage, cultivating resilient crops like potatoes, maize, and quinoa. Their diets bore the signature of the mountains: rugged, adaptable, and enduring. The advent of agriculture was inseparable from the influence of geography and climate. In the Fertile Crescent, where fertile soils met temperate skies, humanity found its first great agricultural cradle. Wheat and barley thrived, their golden fields a testament to the region's abundance. Domesticated animals provided not just sustenance but labor, laying the foundation for the first civilizations. In Southeast Asia, the shimmering rice paddies depended on the life-giving monsoons, while in Mesoamerica, maize flourished under the cycles of sun and rain. Each staple crop tells a story of adaptation, ingenuity, and survival, woven into the fabric of humanity's evolution. Yet the environment was never static. It was as unpredictable as it was nurturing. Shifting climates turned lush fields to arid deserts, or brought frost to temperate lands. These upheavals threatened survival, but also ignited innovation. When resources dwindled, humans adapted. They explored new territories, devised methods to store and preserve food, and embraced farming as a response to growing populations and dwindling resources. Necessity, as always, became the mother of invention. The relationship between humans and their environment was never one-sided. Just as geography shaped human diets, humans began to reshape the world around them. Forests gave way to fields, rivers were diverted to irrigate thirsty lands, and wild plants and animals were molded through domestication. Even in prehistory, humanity's impact on the planet was profound, sowing the seeds of transformation that continue to this day. The story of humanity's diet is one of adaptation, resilience, and ingenuity. From the verdant jungles of Africa to the icy tundras of the north, from fertile river valleys to the unforgiving mountains, humans have always turned challenges into opportunities. This interplay between nature and innovation remains at the heart of our species' journey, a testament to our unyielding determination to survive and thrive. As early hominins journeyed through their rugged landscapes, survival was dictated not only by the abundance of food, but by the nutrients hidden within. These vital elements were the scaffolding of their bodies and minds, fueling the strength to hunt, climb, and endure long migrations. More than sustenance, the nutrients they consumed were the silent architects of evolution, driving the physical and cognitive advancements that set our ancestors apart from other species. Understanding these nutritional demands sheds light on the ingenious adaptations and practices that defined their existence. A pivotal moment in human evolution came with the shift to a diet rich in energy-dense foods. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates became the foundation of early diets, while essential vitamins and minerals ensured the smooth functioning of their bodies. Protein was paramount, supporting muscle growth and tissue repair, enabling the stamina required to pursue prey or traverse great distances. Fat, a caloric powerhouse, not only sustained them during lean times but also fueled the burgeoning human brain, an organ that even today consumes an extraordinary amount of energy relative to its size. Meat emerged as a cornerstone of the early hominin diet, a treasure trove of both protein and fat. Archaeological evidence reveals that scavenging predator kills was the first step in this dietary revolution. Before humans mastered hunting, they followed the predators, harvesting what they could. Over time, their ingenuity transformed this dependence. Spears, traps, and the coordination of group hunts allowed them to target formidable prey, antelope, bison, and other large animals. These hunts not only provided abundant calories but catalyzed the growth of larger, more complex brains, propelling humanity into a new era of innovation. Carbohydrates, too, played a vital role. Tubers, fruits, and seeds offered bursts of energy to supplement the protein-rich diet. The evolution of amylase enzymes in human saliva allowed early humans to break down starchy foods with remarkable efficiency, turning these carbohydrates into a reliable energy source. This adaptation was particularly crucial for pregnant women and children, whose heightened nutritional needs demanded energy-dense and easily digestible foods. The micronutrients found in plants were equally critical. Fruits and vegetables supplied essential vitamins like vitamin C, bolstering immune systems and preventing scurvy. Leafy greens and nuts delivered magnesium and iron, essential for oxygen transport and muscle function. Calcium, sourced from marrow-rich bones or small fish, was a cornerstone for building strong bones and teeth. These elements, though less visible than proteins or fats, were the quiet drivers of health and longevity. And then there was water, often taken for granted, but vital for every function of life. In arid regions, staying hydrated was a constant challenge. Early humans relied on rivers, lakes, and natural springs, their migratory patterns often dictated by these lifelines. Over time, they crafted tools to carry and store water, ensuring their survival even during the harshest dry seasons. Water was more than sustenance. It was a compass guiding their movements and shaping their ingenuity. The quest for nutrients shaped not only individual survival, but the fabric of early human society. Hunting large game demanded cooperation, strategy, and communication, forging deep social bonds. Gathering plant-based foods required sharp observational skills and an intimate knowledge of seasonal rhythms. These tasks became communal, with individuals specializing in roles that served the group as a whole. In this way, the pursuit of nourishment became the foundation of complex social structures and shared purpose. Each bite, every drop of water was more than mere sustenance. It was an act of survival, innovation, and connection. The nutrients consumed by early humans were not only the fuel for their bodies, but the spark that ignited the evolution of a species destined to transform the world. Cooking was a transformative milestone in human evolution, igniting a cascade of changes that reshaped both diet and biology. Fire, wild and untamed, was harnessed to not only make food safer, killing hidden pathogens, but also to unlock its latent energy. By breaking down tough fibers and proteins, cooking made meat and plants easier to chew and digest, reducing the time and effort spent on eating. This innovation did more than sustain, it nourished. With increased caloric yield, it fueled the growth of the brain, providing a reliable energy source that would pave the way for humanity's intellectual leaps. But the significance of nutrition extended far beyond sustenance. It shaped behaviors, sparked innovation, and drove evolution itself. The relentless pursuit of energy and nutrients compelled early hominins to invent tools, master fire, and forge cooperative societies. These advancements formed the bedrock of Homo sapiens' rise, revealing a profound truth. What we eat has always been inseparably linked to who we are. Parallel to humanity's evolution, the predator-prey relationship unfolded as one of nature's oldest and most dramatic battles. This eternal struggle, where survival depends on outsmarting or outlasting the other, has driven some of the most extraordinary adaptations in the natural world. Known as the evolutionary arms race, it is a relentless cycle of innovation and counter-innovation, propelling predators and prey alike into an unending dance of survival. Few examples illustrate this arms race more vividly than the relationship between cheetahs and gazelles. The cheetah, sleek and powerful, holds the crown as the fastest land animal, capable of reaching speeds of 70 miles per hour. Its lightweight frame, muscular limbs, and unparalleled acceleration make it a fearsome predator. But gazelles, their chosen prey, are no mere victims. To counter the cheetah's speed, they have evolved remarkable agility, weaving and zigzagging mid-sprint to evade capture. This duel of raw speed against nimble evasion epitomizes the dynamic balance of predator and prey, each adaptation met with a countermeasure. Camouflage is another ingenious weapon forged in this evolutionary arms race. Predators like tigers and leopards wield coats of stripes and spots, merging effortlessly with forest shadows or grassy plains, allowing them to stalk their prey undetected. Prey species, too, have embraced camouflage as a survival strategy. The peppered moth is a striking example. During the Industrial Revolution, soot darkened the trees of England, favoring moths with darker coloration, making them less visible to predatory birds. As the environment shifted, so did their defensive adaptations, a testament to the rapid, responsive power of evolution. In the biochemical realm, venom and resistance play out an equally fascinating struggle. Venomous snakes like cobras and vipers evolved potent toxins capable of paralyzing or killing prey in moments, ensuring the hunt is swift and risk-free. Yet, some prey species have turned this deadly advantage on its head. Mongooses, natural predators of venomous snakes, developed specialized receptors that render them immune to snake venom. With this adaptation, they can fearlessly take down creatures armed with one of nature's most potent biochemical weapons, flipping the narrative in this deadly game of survival. These extraordinary examples reveal the ingenuity and adaptability born from the predator-prey dynamic. It is a ceaseless, creative force, sculpting the natural world and driving the unending evolution of life itself. The ocean, vast and mysterious, hosts its own evolutionary arms races, where survival demands ingenuity. Take the rivalry between dolphins and squid. Squid, the swift escape artists of the deep, propel themselves through the water with jet-like bursts, evading predators with breathtaking speed. Some species take it further, releasing inky clouds to confuse and distract their pursuers. Dolphins, however, have honed a countermeasure that defies even these tactics: echolocation. This biological sonar pierces through the inky darkness, allowing dolphins to detect squid even in murky depths. This battle of speed, stealth, and detection encapsulates the endless innovation born of evolutionary pressure. On land, the story unfolds with armor and weaponry. Prehistoric titans like Glyptodon, a massive relative of the armadillo, carried thick, bony shells as shields against ancient predators. Today, porcupines rely on sharp quills to deter attackers. Their defense is so formidable that even the fiercest predators think twice. Yet evolution does not leave predators idle. Big cats, with their razor-sharp claws and crushing jaws, have adapted to pierce even the thickest hides, ensuring the balance of power remains ever dynamic. This arms race transcends physical adaptations, extending into the realm of behavior. Wolves and lions demonstrate the power of pack hunting, a strategy that allows them to target prey far larger than themselves, overcoming defenses that would repel a lone hunter. Prey species, in turn, respond with their own strategies. Herding behavior, seen in animals like zebras and antelope, provides safety in numbers, their collective vigilance reducing individual risk. Some species, like meerkats and prairie dogs, take defense to the next level with alarm calls, sharp cries that ripple through the group, alerting all to imminent danger. These behavioral adaptations highlight the profound role of communication in survival. Plants, too, are active players in this evolutionary drama. Locked in a constant struggle against herbivores, many have developed chemical defenses. Nightshade, with its alkaloids, wards off predators with its toxic nature, while chili peppers wield capsaicin, an irritant that turns away all but the most determined. Yet herbivores are not easily deterred. Caterpillars, for example, have evolved enzymes capable of neutralizing these toxins, granting them exclusive access to plants other species avoid. This cycle of adaptation and counter-adaptation fuels the unending arms race, shaping ecosystems in profound ways. Humans, too, have become key participants in this evolutionary saga, particularly in modern times. Through agriculture, we have inadvertently shaped the evolution of pests and pathogens. Insects develop resistance to pesticides, bacteria evolve to withstand antibiotics, and the cycle continues, forcing humanity to devise ever new solutions in an escalating battle. Our impact on these natural systems underscores the interconnectedness of life and the far-reaching consequences of evolutionary pressures. The evolutionary arms race is a story of creativity and resilience, a testament to life's ability to innovate under pressure. It reminds us that no advantage is permanent and that survival hinges on the capacity to adapt. Every triumph fuels the ingenuity of the opposition, driving the relentless cycle of evolution and ensuring the stunning diversity of life on Earth. For humans, however, the story of evolution goes beyond biology. Our diets were shaped not only by our environment and physical needs, but also by the cultural practices and social structures that emerged as communities grew. Early humans transcended mere survival, forging complex social systems that dictated how food was hunted, gathered, shared, and consumed. These systems became the foundation for the culinary traditions and dietary norms that would define human societies for generations to come. The communal nature of early human life was more than a survival strategy. It was the foundation upon which dietary practices were built. Hunting, a high-stakes endeavor requiring precision, coordination, and bravery, often demanded the collective effort of a group. A successful hunt did more than feed the community. It reinforced the social bonds that held them together. Around the fire, roles were solidified, hierarchies were acknowledged, and trust was forged. The division of labor emerged as a cornerstone of these early societies, with hunters pursuing game, gatherers collecting fruits and tubers, and others nurturing the next generation or tending shelters. This interdependence ensured resources were used efficiently, fostering a culture of cooperation and mutual reliance. From these early moments of shared sustenance, rituals and traditions surrounding food began to emerge. Eating was no longer just about survival, it became imbued with meaning. The warmth of a fire transformed meals into ceremonies. Food was shared not only to nourish the body, but also to celebrate victories, honor the dead, or reflect on the spiritual mysteries of life. Archaeological evidence suggests that some foods, rare and difficult to obtain, were reserved for the elite or sacred occasions. Take honey, for instance, a golden, energy-rich treasure that required daring and persistence to harvest. It may have been a delicacy reserved for leaders or woven into rituals, a symbol of both nature's bounty and human ingenuity. Cultural innovations added another layer to these dietary practices. Fire, humanity's first great culinary tool, did more than improve nutrition. It brought people together. Communal cooking became a cornerstone of social life, a space for storytelling, laughter, and the exchange of ideas. As tool-making advanced, humans began crafting grinding stones and pottery, unlocking new possibilities for food preparation. Grains could be ground into flour, soups simmered in clay pots, and surplus food preserved for leaner times. These advancements not only expanded diets, but also built resilience, insulating communities against the unpredictability of the seasons. The domestication of plants and animals marked a seismic shift in human history, intertwining food and culture more deeply than ever before. Agriculture anchored human societies, encouraging the development of permanent settlements and the rise of complex social structures. Crops like wheat, rice, and maize became staples, their cultivation reflecting the identity and values of entire civilizations. In the Americas, maize was far more than a food source. It was a symbol of life itself, central to the mythology and spirituality of indigenous cultures. Its golden kernels were woven into rituals, telling stories of creation and sustenance. Livestock played a similarly transformative role. Beyond providing meat, milk, and labor, animals became symbols of status and wealth. Among the Maasai of East Africa, cattle were not just a resource, they were a way of life. Entire cultural traditions, from dietary practices to social ceremonies, revolved around their care and significance. This connection between food and culture reveals a profound truth. What people ate was as much about identity and meaning as it was about nourishment. Trade and migration brought yet another dimension to the story of human diets. As communities exchanged goods, they also shared foods, spices, and cooking techniques, creating a vibrant tapestry of culinary diversity. Salt, for example, was more than a preservative or flavoring. It was a commodity so valuable, it was traded as currency, connecting distant cultures through its exchange. These interactions enriched diets and forged links between societies, influencing foodways across continents and leaving a legacy that persists in the global cuisines we enjoy today. Food, in its simplest form, is sustenance. But in the hands of early humans, it became a symbol of community, innovation, and identity, a testament to the interplay between survival and culture that has shaped humanity's journey through time. Social structures have long dictated access to food, with inequalities carved deeply into dietary practices. In many societies, the elite dined on a diverse and nutrient-rich array of foods, while the lower classes relied on basic, often less nourishing staples. This disparity was more than a marker of status, it became a driver of ingenuity. Necessity spurred lower status groups to find creative ways to transform humble ingredients into flavorful and sustaining meals, laying the foundation for the regional cuisines we celebrate today. Cultural taboos and preferences further shaped human diets, often rooted in religious or spiritual beliefs. Some foods or animals were deemed sacred, while others were forbidden, reflecting the values and worldviews of their time. These dietary restrictions, while seemingly limiting, served a greater purpose. They reinforced community identity, creating shared traditions that bound societies together. Whether abstaining from certain meats or celebrating festivals with special dishes, food became a symbol of collective values and belonging. This transformation of food from mere sustenance to cultural expression is a testament to humanity's unique ability to infuse even the simplest necessities with meaning. Through food, early humans articulated their traditions, values, and aspirations, turning meals into rituals and sustenance into culture. This interplay between survival and identity continues to resonate, reminding us of the profound connection between what we eat and who we are. The story of human evolution, from foraging in dense forests to cultivating fertile fields, is not just a chronicle of the past. It is a lens through which we can better understand the challenges of the present. The forces that shaped our ancestors' diets, social systems, and interactions with the natural world hold invaluable lessons for navigating modern complexities, from dietary health to conservation. One of the most striking lessons is the importance of dietary diversity. Early humans thrived by adapting to a wide range of food sources, ensuring they met their nutritional needs even as environments changed. In contrast, modern diets in many regions have become highly specialized and dependent on processed foods, leading to widespread health issues like obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Reconnecting with the principles of ancestral diets, emphasizing whole, unprocessed foods and seasonal variety, offers a pathway to improved health and well-being. Our evolutionary past also highlights the vital relationship between diet and physical activity. For early humans, every calorie consumed came at the cost of significant energy expenditure, hunting, gathering, farming, and migrating across challenging terrains. This active lifestyle was integral to their survival and health. Today, the imbalance between caloric intake and physical activity is a key contributor to chronic illnesses. Drawing inspiration from our ancestors' active lives, integrating movement into daily routines can help restore balance and enhance both physical and mental health. The lessons of predator-prey dynamics and co-evolution extend beyond ancient ecosystems. They offer guidance for modern conservation. As humans ascended to the top of the food chain, we disrupted the delicate balance of nature. Overhunting, habitat destruction, and climate change have decimated key species, creating cascading effects that threaten biodiversity. Understanding our role as both participants in and stewards of the natural world is essential. Protecting apex predators, for instance, has ripple effects across ecosystems. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone National Park is a poignant example, showing how these predators can stabilize populations, restore vegetation, and revitalize entire habitats. Humanity's journey is one of adaptation, innovation, and profound interconnectedness. By looking to the past, we can better understand our present and shape a sustainable future, embracing the lessons our ancestors left for us through their diets, their cultures, and their delicate relationship with the natural world. The domestication of plants and animals stands as one of humanity's greatest achievements, but it also carries a sobering lesson. Through selective breeding and monoculture farming, we have traded diversity for efficiency, leaving crops and livestock vulnerable to pests, diseases, and the shifting tides of climate change. The genetic resilience that once sustained wild species has been diminished. To address these vulnerabilities, we must blend the wisdom of the past with the tools of the future. Traditional practices like crop rotation and polyculture, proven over millennia, can complement modern innovations to create more resilient food systems. Supporting sustainable farming and preserving wild species is not just prudent, it is essential for the long-term health of our planet. Food, deeply intertwined with culture, holds the key to solving many modern challenges. Indigenous food systems, shaped by intimate knowledge of local ecosystems, offer invaluable models of sustainability. These systems are rooted in harmony with nature, emphasizing waste reduction, biodiversity, and the use of nutrient-rich foods. From the Andean terraces to the agroforests of Southeast Asia, indigenous practices demonstrate that respecting the environment can coexist with thriving communities. Learning from these traditions offers a path forward, inspiring global efforts to create food systems that are both sustainable and equitable. The evolutionary arms race between predator and prey is a powerful reminder of the necessity of adaptability. Just as species have evolved to survive challenges, humanity must innovate to confront the pressing issues of our time. Chief among these is climate change, a force that threatens the stability of global food systems. Shifting growing seasons, dwindling water supplies, and the migration of species disrupt the delicate balance of agriculture and ecosystems. Addressing this challenge demands bold investments in climate-resilient crops, regenerative farming practices, and large-scale ecosystem restoration to safeguard our future. Biodiversity lies at the heart of these solutions. The intricate web of life forged through millions of years of co-evolution is a testament to nature's resilience and ingenuity. Protecting this biodiversity is more than an ethical obligation. It is a practical necessity. Healthy ecosystems provide critical services: pollination for crops, water purification, carbon sequestration, and so much more. Conservation efforts must focus on preserving habitats, protecting endangered species, and tackling the root causes of environmental degradation, ensuring that this extraordinary network of life continues to thrive. The lessons of our evolutionary past are as humbling as they are empowering. They remind us that our survival has always depended on the natural world and that we bear a responsibility to protect it. By embracing the principles of adaptability, diversity, and sustainability, we can honor the legacy of our ancestors. Their resilience, ingenuity, and profound connection to the earth guide us toward a future that is healthier, more balanced, and deeply rooted in respect for the intricate web of life that sustains us all.